Stangl. Stangl, German, ßtaŋl, born July 10, 1966 in Landl, Austria, is an Austrian alpine-style mountaineer and mountain guide. He has become known as Skyrunner by numerous exceptionally fast ascents of high mountains. His major success was in 2013 when he became the first person to ascend the three highest mountains on all 7 continents, the so-called Triple Seven Summits. On January 15, 2013, he was the first person to ascend the 7 second summits, the second highest peaks of all 7 continents. On August 23, 2013, after climbing Shkhara 5,193, he became the first person to have reached the third highest peaks on all 7 continents. Because of measurement and definition issues, Stangl climbed 30 peaks instead of only 21 to avoid any inaccuracy and misconception. On September 17, 2013, his achievement was certified by Guinness World Records in London. Early career. Stangl was born in 1966 in Landl, Austria, in the east of the Gessos National Park. After finishing school, he completed his education as an electrical engineer in a higher technical institute. When he was 16, he began climbing and ventured into solo climbing, speed climbing, enchainment, and winter climbing in the Alps. In 1990, he began high-altitude mountaineering in the Andes and the Himalaya. In 1991, during an attempt to climb a new route in the south wall of the 7,285 high Bainthebrak, he was seriously injured in an avalanche. In 1998, Stangl reached the ßtaŋl, his first 8,000er via the southwest face, the so-called British route. In 1995, Stangl started speed climbing skyrunning the high Andes peaks. In the following years, he succeeded in his first series of skyruns, reaching 9 6,000ers within 18 days. Over the next few years, he successfully completed several other challenges in the Andes, 10 6,000ers within 7 days 2005, 7 summits speed climbing. In 2001, he succeeded in a solo climb of Choyu. At 7,000, his new route meets the 1954 Tichy route. In 2005, he did ABC Tibet to the top in 16 hours and 42 minutes in 2005, in league with the fastest times for this type of route. In 2008, Stangl became famous after completing his speed climbing series of the 7 summits. For reaching all 7 summits, it took him 58 hours and 45 minutes. Specific times for single ascents: Mount Everest, 1642, Aconcagua, 4:25, Denali, 16:45, Elbrus, 5:18, Kilimanjaro, 5:36, Mount Vinson, 9:10 and 9:10, Carstensz Pyramid, 0:49. At the same time, he set new records for climbing Aconcagua, Elbrus, Mount Vinson, and Carstensz Pyramid. The film The Skyrunner 2007 deals with Stangl's 49-minute record ascent of the Carstensz Pyramid. Second 7 Summits. As a continuation of the 7 Summits speed project, Stangl pursued the goal of skyrunning up the second highest peaks of each continent, the so-called 7 second summits, with the vision of being the first person to complete the 7 summits as well as the 7 second summits. In 2008, Stangl undertook his first expedition to K2, the second highest mountain of Asia, 8,611 after the death of 11 mountaineers in an ice avalanche at the bottleneck approx. 8,200 Stangl, as well as most of the other mountaineers, aborted the expedition C-2008 K2 disaster. In the same year, Stangl took part in an extensive Antarctica expedition and went up Mount Vinson, Mount Shin, and Mount Gardner again, and attempted to climb the north face of Mount Tyre. In 2009, he managed to ascend Bashan 5,199 in Africa and Dichtau 5,224 in the Caucasus region. Besides, he made a second summit attempt of K2 as part of an international team. At about 8,300 waist-deep snow prevented their success. In 2010, Stangl climbed Punkak Trikora 4,730 in Oceania. He then ascended the second highest peak in North America, the 5,959 high Mount Logan in Canada, and subsequently went to the Karakoram in order to climb K2. On August 10, he started another summit attempt from the base camp. On August 12, he stated to have reached the summit. Shortly after, people raised doubts about his account. At a press conference on September 12, he admitted that he did not actually reach the summit of K2. This sparked off a big scandal in German-speaking media. In January 2013, Stangl finally succeeded in climbing all second 7 summits. Triple Seven Summits. In the aftermath of K2 scandal, Stangl underwent a fundamental change of mindset and stayed out of the limelight. Nevertheless, after an interruption of his mountaineering activities, he continued to climb the peaks of the 7 continents. He expanded his plan of climbing the 7 second summits and planned to become the first person to ever climb the 3 highest mountains of each continent, the so-called Triple Seven Summits. This made him turn away from speed climbing. Now, to be more effective, he put emphasis on precise documentation of his activities, using photos, videos, and GPS tracking. In spring 2011, Stangl cycled from the Indian Ocean to the Himalayas on a simple military bicycle, then walked for 11 days to the base camp of Kanchenjunga 8,586 and then, after a total of 76 days, reached the summit of the 3rd highest mountain of Asia. In summer 2011, he went to K2 again, but as in the years before, since 2008, also in this season, not a single climber could reach the summit on the Pakistani side of the mountain. For the end of 2011, Stangl planned an expedition to Mount Tyre 4,852 to climb the 2nd highest mountain of Antarctica. As for Stangl, climbing the 7 second summits became a milestone along the way, climbing the world's 21 highest mountains. He invited his competitor from South Tyrol, Hans Kammerlander, to climb Mount Tyre with him. On January 3, 2012, all 3 expedition members, Stangl, Kammerlander, and the Austrian Robert Miller, reached the peak of Mount Tyre via the east wall and the northeast ridge. In the summer of 2012, Stangl started a new expedition to K2 at which the conditions were considerably better than in the years before. Late in the evening of July 12, Stangl and his fellow Polish climber Adam Bielecki started their crucial ascent from base camp Roman 3 7,400 and reached the peak of the 2nd highest mountain in the world at around 16. The climbers completed the climb successfully without any bottled oxygen and returned to base camp Roman 3 23 hours later. After the success of ascending K2, Stangl was now able to concentrate on the outstanding mountains of his Triple Seven Summits project. In January 2013, Stangl climbed Sumentry 4,817 in Oceania, as well as the 3 highest mountains of mainland Australia, Mount Kosciuszko 2228, Mount Townsend 2209, and Mount Twinem 2195 in the Snowy Mountains and in New South Wales, in order to ascend the highest. For the completion of the project, Stangl traveled to the Caucasus region to climb the 5,193 high Shkhara via the south face on August 23, 2013, together with the Georgian Archil Badriashvili and the Austrian Michael Hayden. The 3rd highest mountain in Europe was the last of the Triple Seven Summits. Subsequently, Stangl's success was approved by the chronicler Eberhard Jurgalski, the expert commission of the Guinness World Records, and numerous other alpine journalists. The Guinness World Records awarded Stangl 3 alpine records: the first person to successfully climb the Triple Seven Summits within 7 years, Mount Everest 2006 Shkhara 2013, the first person to successfully climb the 7 second summits within 6 years, Ojos del Salado 2007 Sumantry 2013, the first person to successfully climb the 7 third summits within 5 years. Mount Shin 2008, Shkhara 2013. Table of the Triple Seven Summits. The table shows the key data of the ascents of the Triple Seven Summits project. It is mainly based upon a list of Eberhard Jurgelski, created 2013. The numbering shows more than the actual 21 mountains, acknowledging two different lists of alpinistic tradition, the base version B and more challenging Messner version M. In addition to the 21 mountains of the Messner version, Stangl ascended further 9 summits on 3 continents to also meet the requirements of the base version. This includes ascending the 3 highest peaks of Australian mainland: Mount ๊kʀɪsti, Mount Townsend, and Mount Twinem. In course of the project, he anew climbed the 3 highest peaks of the Alps: Mont Blanc 4,810 m, Duferspitze 4,634 m, and Dom 4,545 m in 2013. According to one of multiple acknowledged scholarly opinions, the border between Europe and Asia is to be located north of Caucasus, alongside the Kuma-Manich Depression. Considering that, the Alps would be the highest mountain range of Europe, making Mont Blanc, Duferspitze, and Dom the highest summits of the continent. Due to potential uncertainties regarding the measurement accuracy of altitudes, Stangl also climbed 3 additional mountains in Gga Pulu 2007 and Puncak Trikora 2010 in Oceania, and Arwenzori Margarita Peak in Africa 2012. Further ventures/personal life. Since younger days, Christian Stangl undertakes extended bicycle treks. In 1985, he cycled across the Alps in 28 days, climbing Matterhorn, Mont Blanc, Eiger, Pispalu, Sevedale, Königspitze, and Ortler on the way. In 2005, he traversed Atacama Desert solo north to south, covering a distance of 900 kilometers. For training matters, Stangl goes for long bicycle treks, for instance cycling from Edmont to Gibraltar within 21 days in 2001. In course of the Triple Seven Summits project, he rode from Austria to Caucasus and back, carrying the entire expedition luggage. Christian Stangl now lives in Hall Bay, Edmont, and works as state-approved mountain guide and project manager. He gives speeches and does presentations about his mountaineering ventures, and holds special workshops for executives. Books.